Dig in Miami. This is season 2, episode 7, and we're happy to have you guys. Thank you for watching. We got a special treat. George, what we got for our audience today?
We are going to do some ceviche.
What? From scratch. It's delicious, very great appetizer or meal, however you want to call it. Stay tuned, guys. Let's go inside. It's a little hot in here.
Here.
Here. Hello guys and welcome to Let's Dig in Miami. As we said earlier, we have a special treat. We're doing ceviche from scratch. We have all the ingredients here and George is going to walk us through because kid from Queens, New York, has never done ceviche, but I love it. I love it. George, take it away, brother.
So this is what we have. This is all you need to do ceviche, okay? You need an avocado, cilantro, some fresh tomato, cucumber, a red onion, some lemon, some fresh shrimp, which I deveined myself, by the way. It takes a little bit of time to do that, and some fresh yellowtail snapper from Miami.
Woo!
So let's get going, guys. So now we're gonna talk about our fish, okay? This is yellowtail snapper from Miami, okay?
305.
Super fresh. The way you could tell if a fish is fresh, first of all, always buy it with the head, okay? The eyes are clear. Okay, when the eyes are clear, you know it's a fresh fish. The other way is smell it. If it smells like the ocean, it's a good fish. If it smells fishy, I think you should skip it. Okay?
Smells like Key Biscayne.
Okay, so, and then I already peeled my shrimps. I did that before we started the show because it takes a little bit of time to peel and devein our shrimp. Okay, so give me a second now. I'm gonna get ready. And I'm gonna fillet my beautiful yellowtail snapper.
Now, George, before we do all that, basically you're saying buy a fish with the head so it could be indicated that it's fresh by looking at the eyes.
The eyes is fresh and the gills are red. See?
And the gills are red, okay.
See, when the gills are super red like that,
okay,
that means it's a fresh fish.
Now, hey, I don't know how to fillet a fish. If you don't, you can always get fish from your local monger.
Monger?
Is that how you say
Your
it?
fishmonger.
Your fishmonger. Yes. Fish market. If you don't know how to fillet a fish, it's something cool. It's I don't know how to do it. I don't mind learning, but
it's easy.
Here we go with the fillet of the fish.
So I go to the head. I cut it off. You know what? I tried to use this new knife. Forget about it. I'm gonna use my traditional knife.
Forget about it.
So now we got it. Again, it's already been gutted out. So now we go right here. You follow the bone.
Now you do this, George, on both sides?
Yes. So we're just following the backbone to the fish.
Do you save the bone for like a soup or something?
If you want to.
For stock?
If you want to. But in this case,
we'll be throwing out the carcass.
Yes. We had a problem with carcass once.
Yeah, Caracas, you said. You can't pronounce the word.
So we got a nice little fillet here. Okay, see? So we have a nice, beautiful fillet with the skin. By the way, this fish, I love frying it. It's delicious frying it. So if you ever want to fry this fish, it's amazing.
Whole fish, huh?
Yeah. So see how beautiful this fillet is? And by the way, all you have to go through here with your hand, you feel it, if there's any little fish bone, and there's none at all. So it came out delicious. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so I filleted my fish. I got my fresh shrimp. Again, I bought it with head on, so I was able to devein them. Again, it smells like ocean, so it's fresh, okay? Just like my fish. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is gonna cut our lemon and put it into our what?
Plastic bowl. The reason why we're using a plastic bowl instead of a metal bowl, which are very commonly used, is that the lemon juice and the metal, you'll have your fish tasting kind of with a metal flavor. You don't want to use metal with acid ever. That's why we use a plastic bowl.
Actually, even in your spicy stuff, keep it in glass. Even if you make your own spice, use a plastic spoon. Don't use a metal spoon. So, it
Very important, very important.
some weird stuff there that happens. Some whatever it is, but it's true. Okay.
And if you don't believe us, look it
Hey,
up.
try it. Okay.
Google it.
That's right. Google
Don't
it.
take our word for it.
No, you should take our word for it.
Absolutely.
100%. We're like highly trained professionals.
Yes, yes.
That's why they pay. That's why they pay us such much money. Okay.
I got a new apron, by the way. I should wear my apron.
You should. Is it a skirt?
I'm not. Listen, whatever you do on your spare time, we still.
I'm just asking. I was asking a question, bro. I was asking a question. Okay. So that's all you. Now that we have prepared everything, we got all our stuff ready. Now we're gonna start marinating. Marinating takes about an hour to an hour and 15. Since our stuff is so fresh, I'm only gonna marinate it for only 1 hour. Okay. I'm gonna use some lemon. This is something that people use, which is okay. I don't like to use this too much, but again, this takes a longer time to do it. This brand happens to be pretty good, 100%, whatever. It still has some little bit of stuff in it, but I don't like to use it. So I'm gonna go with my lemon, and this is going to the garbage.
And remember, it has to be Sicilian, none of the other stuff, because if you read into it, it's not even lemon juice. So please read the content of what you purchase.
So let's start juicing.
Juice it up. All right, so this is basically we have here for how many servings? This could serve about how many people?
About 4 or 5 people.
4 or 5 people. Okay, and you're gonna use how many limes?
I gotta get at least my bowl to right about here. Okay, so maybe I don't know,
A quarter?
Yeah, a quarter lemon. So I got this little thing that my niece gave me.
I thought you said
which
from Cuba. You got that from Cuba, dude. What is
Cuba
that?
doesn't have anything. So give me a break. So I'm gonna start squeezing my lemon. So we're good to go, guys. I finished squeezing a whole bunch of these bad boys.
How many?
About 10 of them, man. It was de madre, but it's okay. You want to have something fresh, okay? So I'm gonna put all my fresh fish and shrimp into the lemon, which is done here, and we're gonna let it marinate for an hour. Normally, it might take about an hour and a half, but since my fish was so fresh, an hour will be sufficient, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do now. Put all my fish and shrimp into my lime. Okay? By the way, remember plastic. Don't use anything
Metal
else.
bowls, no
metal
bowls.
or no. So everything is nice and packed, everything is nice and soaked. So what we're gonna do we're gonna put it into the refrigerator for an hour, and then we're good to go. It is 10 till, so we're gonna enjoy this. Actually, I could probably eat this right now, but let me wait for the recipe special. All right, guys, see you in a little bit.
Woo! All right, guys. We're gonna do some tostones rellenos, and we're gonna use. This is a plátano. Being that I'm Dominican, it's only right. So, tradition has it, I learned how to peel a plátano with a butter knife. My associate here, good friend George, we had a little competition earlier, which we're gonna see right now. All right, as our ceviche is marinating and cooking inside the fridge for about an hour, the battle of peeling the plátano, my buddy here, he's saying that I was asking for a knife. I needed a butter knife, something that's a round edge, to cut the plantain. He says, no, use this type of knife. I'm like, no. So, okay, he knows a lot of things, but hey, I'm Dominican, and there's one thing I know is about peeling a plátano, right? So we're gonna have a little contest. Let's see what's the best timing, and how is the plátano gonna be in its whole form? Not all cut up with his little point that he's gonna be stabbing it. All right, Doug, just give us a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Why is he being so aggressive, bro? Why you gotta be like that? Chill, bro. Acaba el platanito con. Was this a race or was it?
It wasn't a race, but
oh, you're still doing your little.
No, that's it. Done. When you got 50 of these things to peel, and your chimney truck is down the line with people, you gotta learn how to do these quick.
Why? Why you gotta be quick? Why you gotta be quick?
Time is money, and you know what?
Very good quick.
Miami people don't like to wait. And he took forever how to peel one. Mine wasn't that cute, because I was a little fast, you know, a little antsy. But anyways, I'm gonna show you how to peel this real quick. And I do recommend you learn how to do this. There's another way how to do it. You boil it and then you peel it, but YouTube that. I'm not gonna show you that today. So what I do is I take the two edges with my butter knife that you see the sharp edge here. I cut right here. That's out of the way. This other piece here is out of the way. And when you want to look for the plátano, you want to look for that edge right here, that curve. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your butter knife here and you're gonna kind of score it. Now scoring is you're gonna just run your knife all the way through here like that. Once that's embedded here, you're gonna start pushing the skin forward, right, all the way. And we're gonna do this all the way until you get half of the edge of the plantain. I'm just gonna say plátano because I don't usually say plantain. All right, now you see that little flap? You're gonna put your two thumbs there and you're just gonna push up, right? You have one piece off. You're gonna go right here and you're gonna just start peeling away with your thumb. You see that? It's kind of like you're peeling off like an orange. Now we have our plantains peeled. We have the traditional whole plantain that I'm gonna fry, and we have the cups that I'm gonna make with this. We're gonna put them in our fryer with some oil, make sure it's hot. And you're gonna cook this until they're golden brown. Wanna flip them over to the sides. Again, as the key is not to cook them fully, but until they're golden brown, enough to mash, and then cook again for the final touch of the tostón, patacón. Pisao, pisao. All right, I'm ready to remove. First phase. All right. Gonna give this one more minute.
Man, it smells delicious.
It does, right? Give this one more minute because this is a thicker one. Once you have these, let them cool down for a couple of minutes, then you smash them, turn off your heat, and then bring up your heat, make sure it's hot, and then you're gonna do the last frying process. All right, we're about to mold these bad boys into something really, really, really good. It's smelling good, and we're about to get started with the tostones. And now remember, we did two parts of tostones. We did the patacón, which is already fried halfway, and the traditional tostón. Now I got this contraption that I got from DR from my mom a few years ago. George said that I gave it to him. You can have it. You can find this on Amazon for $12.99. What you're gonna do is you're gonna basically put this right here, and you're gonna smash it. This is gonna make kind of like a tostón cup. So, here we go. And you see that? They didn't come out the greatest, but you're gonna take this and you're gonna fry this again, and then you're gonna put your ceviche right in here.
So we got our fish and our shrimp marinated, so we're gonna chop it up with our beautiful vegetables here. So this is, bring it out here to my little cutting board. My God, it smells so delicious. All I have to do to this is add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I'm gonna start chopping it up now, okay? It's been marinating fish, shrimp for an hour, actually a little bit longer than an hour and 15 minutes, okay? Again, it has to be fresh. Fresh shrimp, fresh fish. So we're gonna chop it up now, and we're gonna have some delicious taco ceviche.
Chop it up. Alright guys, we're doing phase 2 of frying the plantains. And I was telling you about this earlier, which is, it costs about $12.99 online. If you don't have something like this, you can always get like a sake glass, a shot glass, a little piece of wood. Oil this up, put your tostone here, smash it, and then tap it out, and you can still make a cup. So emergencies, you don't have that, you can still use this, okay? Just a little option. Now we're gonna use, we already fried them once, we already carved them out, we're gonna fry them in there, we're gonna flip them over as well. And we'll get right back to you.
So we finished chopping everything up. We got our cilantro, we got our avocado, our onions, our tomatoes,
Cucumbers.
and now cucumbers also. So we're gonna start plating now. So this is gonna be our ceviche. Not too much. A little bit of onions. Little cilantro.
Ceviche taco.
Little tomate.
It's good.
Little cucumbers. Believe it or not, the cucumbers make it a lot nicer.
Make it pop, huh?
Yeah, and then a little bit of avocado.
That looks pretty, George.
Yeah. So this is gonna be our ceviche taco.
Boom. Well, folks, there you have it. You have ceviche taco. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the tostones relleno and ceviche, but what I'm gonna do is the traditional little twist. I'm gonna put everything together, mix it up, then grab a spoon and dump it into our tostón relleno. What do you think, George? Try that out, bro. How does that look?
No, actually, I'm gonna have one of my friends come here and taste it out for me. Come here, back out, Joaquin.
Come here, Joaquin.
Dale, come here, Joaquin.
Come here, Joaquin.
Dale.
Joaquin is an excellent quarterback, and he's gonna be amazing in the NFL. How's that, Joaquin? Let us know. Young perspective
That's all
here.
you.
What do you think, Joaquin? Good?
Not good.
All right. Listen, Joaquin don't lie. He's a teenager, quarterback, stars quarterback. He thinks it's great. We're gonna try the tostones relleno now. So just give me a second while I bring stuff together. All right, now for the tostones relleno part, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut up the tomato a little bit more finer because they're not a taco, and the cucumbers and the avocados. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of the lime juice right here that we had before. And I'm gonna place all these ingredients. We're gonna start with the cilantro, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, right? Avocado. Put some ceviche,
Yeah, come on.
right? Move it all around. Put some more in there. Let's add a little bit more of the lime juice, right? Right here. And look at that. So this is the filling that we're gonna put on the tostón cup. Now check this out, guys. Look how beautiful this presentation is if you have a plate. Put it like so. And there you have that. You have a taco, ceviche taco, you have a tostones relleno. What more do you want from life?
Let me try this one.
All right, go ahead, George. Tell me what you think.
So me. Actually, we got a guest. Joaquin, come here. Joaquin, come here. Get back.
Come on, Joaquin.
You're growing man. Come here, Joaquin. Dale. Try this.
But he doesn't like tostones.
Okay.
All right. You'll edit that out. What do you think? Phenomenal? Phenomenal. All right, well, guys, this concludes.
Wow.
Good?
That's amazing.
Let's Dig In, Season 2, Episode 7, Ceviche Tacos, Tostones Rellenos. Thank you, guys.
Listen to me. That was amazing.
All right.
The
The texture is amazing, right?
It's amazing. Keep everything fresh. It's gonna come out good.
And organic.
That was amazing.
That's it. Let's Dig In, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. We love you. God bless America. Peace.